Welcome to first PU online classes. In the previous class we have discussed some objective questions in our material and based on the Kepler laws. Here there is level 1 questions are completed. Now level 2 questions are going on. Here in the level 2 question, in the level 2 we discuss now fifth question here. What is the fifth question here? A planet revolves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. If Vp and Va are the velocities of the planet at the perigee and apogee respectively. Perigee nothing but a perihelion, apogee nothing but aphelion. Then the eccentricity of the elliptical orbit is given by. Eccentricity is asking in this question. Okay, right. Now we know that here in the elliptical orbit, suppose we are consider the elliptical orbit here. Suppose we are consider as the elliptical orbit. This is I am consider as elliptical orbit. In this elliptical orbit, this is called as a, here what is here, perihelion or perigee. This is called as a aphelion or apogee. Now here sun is there. Okay, here distance is, here this distance is r minimum. This distance is r minimum. This distance is r maximum. Already we know that. Now what is here? Vp. Here velocity is given, that is Vp. Vp is called as a, here velocity is r is the minimum, means v is the maximum, v maximum. Already we know that. Here velocity is Va. Va nothing but here r is maximum, means velocity is minimum. Clear up to this one is right. Now we have to find the eccentricity, E value we have to find here. Now we know that condition from here. We know the one condition. What is the condition here? That is L equal to constant. Angular momentum is constant. Here I am writing here angular momentum. M into, here what is there? V maximum R minimum is equal to, here M into planet mass. M is the mass of the planet. Now what is there? V minimum and R maximum. We know that this formula. Here mm getting cancelled. What we are getting here? From this I want to find the, here what is here? Vp and Va. Vp by Va means V maximum is called as a Vp, V minimum is called as a Va. So V maximum by V minimum. V minimum is equal to formula, here V maximum by V minimum is equal to R maximum by R minimum. Here already know that V maximum is equal to Vp, V minimum is equal to Va. Now V maximum I am written as Vp by Va is equal to R maximum by R minimum. R maximum by R minimum. So from this Vp by Va is equal to, here small a, we can write here small a here, that is Va is given, right. Here also you can write here small a, here also we can write here small a, because Va is given, small a given. So R maximum is equal to A into 1 plus E, R maximum formula, and R minimum formula A into 1 minus E. A getting cancelled. What we are getting from this? Vp by Va is equal to, Vp by Va is equal to 1 plus E by 1 minus E. Clear this one? So from this E is asking. E is asking means we make the cross multiplication. Here what we are getting here? Vp into 1 minus E is equal to here VA into 1 plus E. Just make the cross multiplication. So what we are getting here, VP minus of VPE is equal to VA plus VAE. Okay, now VA taking this side, VP minus VA is equal to VAE plus VPE. Okay na? Right. Now from this I want to find the value of E. How to find the value of E means, here VP minus VA is equal to, here E take the common, here VA plus VP. VA plus VP. So this is VP minus VA is equal to E into, I am written as VP plus VA. A plus B is equal to B plus A. From this E we find here, E is equal to VP minus VA by VP plus VA. This is the E value. E is called as a eccentricity. Means which option is correct here? Fourth option is correct. That is VP minus VA by VP plus VA. This is the eccentricity value. Here we are finding here just V maximum is equal to VP, because at the perigee velocity is maximum, distance is minimum. At the apogee velocity is minimum, distance is maximum. We know that is a law of conservation of angular momentum. L is equal to constant. I am applying to these 2 points at the perigee and apogee. Now from this we are getting here V maximum by V minimum is equal to R maximum by R minimum. But V maximum is equal to VP, that is given here, velocities. Now and V minimum is equal to VA. We are substituting here. Already we know that R maximum value, R minimum value. That is I am writing here. From this we are getting the final eccentricity equal to VP minus VA by VP plus VA. This is the 5th question. Okay. Next I am going to the 13th question. Now what is the 13th question? A planet moves around the sun in an elliptical orbit. When Earth is closest to from the sun, it is at a distance having a speed. A planet nothing but Earth. It is at a distance r having a speed v. It is at a distance, when Earth is closest from the sun, it is at a distance r having speed v. When it is at a distance 4r from the sun, its speed is. Right here, how to make this question here? Listen. Here first of all, when the Earth is closest from the sun, it is at a distance r. Now closest means that point is called as a perigee. Here longest means that point is called as apogee or aphelion. Here sun is there. Here this distance is given r, here velocity v. Now when it is at a distance 4r from the sun, its speed means this distance 4r is given. Here velocity is asking here. Here velocity v1 equal to r. We take here velocity already we are taken as a v minimum. Here distance is small means v maximum. Here v maximum. Here what is here v minimum. Okay, right. V maximum is given v. R minimum also given is equal to r. Here this is r minimum means distance is the minimum, velocity is maximum at the perigee. At the apogee, here distance is maximum, that is r max. Distance is maximum, velocity is minimum, v minimum. That v minimum is asking here. Right, from the sun, here v minimum they are asking in this question. We know that already the mass of the planet or mass of the earth I am considered as a small m. It is revolving around the sun. Here we know that condition L equal to constant. Angular momentum is constant. So what is I am writing here? M, mass is m. Here applying at the perigee. At the perigee here velocity is maximum, v maximum, and r minimum is equal to, here m into V minimum at the apogee, V minimum and R maximum. Here mm getting cancelled. Here what is here? V minimum is asking here. V minimum means from this V maximum into R minimum is equal to V minimum into R maximum. V minimum into R maximum. What is here? V minimum is required, that is a distance 4r. Here V minimum is equal to V maximum into R minimum by R maximum. Okay, clear? V minimum is equal to V maximum into R minimum by R maximum. V minimum is required. V maximum is given V. R minimum is equal to R. R maximum is equal to 4r. R maximum is equal to 4r. This distance is 4r. So R getting cancelled. What we are getting here? V by 4. Means V minimum is equal to V by 4. Which option is correct here? Second option is correct. V minimum is equal to, that is a V minimum is at a distance. Here this is a V minimum is a velocity at a distance. How much here? 4r. This is the longest distance from the sun. At this distance velocity, that is a V minimum. That V minimum is equal to, we are getting as what is here? V by 4. So which option is correct here? Second option is correct. Next to 14th question. See here, a planet of mass m in an elliptical orbit around the sun. Here mass of the planet is very small in comparison to the mass of the planet is very small in comparison to the mass of the sun. Next, with an orbital time period t, time period given t, A be the area of the orbit, then angular momentum is, area given, time period given, angular momentum is asking. We know that according to Kepler's second law, here dA by dt is equal to L by 2m is equal to constant. Aerial velocity is constant, that value is L by 2m. Here angular momentum is asking, dA by dt is equal to formula L by 2m. L is required. So L is equal to 2m into dA by dt. Clear this one. Now what is the given area? Here small area is dA, small time is dt, but that area is given A. So in the place of the dA I am writing as A, because area is given A, time period given t. So what is we are getting here from this? Here dA is equal to A given, dt is equal to t given time. So what is getting here? L equal to angular momentum is equal to 2m, dA is equal to area given A. Here dt, time is equal to time period t is given t. So what we are getting here? Angular momentum L is equal to 2ma by t. Means which option is correct here? First option is correct here. Remaining options you can observe here. There is no 2ma by t. ma by 2t, 2mat is there. But what is we are getting here? Answer 2ma by t. Means which option is correct here? First option is correct. Now these all our questions are based on the, here what is there? Kepler's laws. Here remaining questions you try here, try in the, what is there, in your material. What are the questions you are not getting? Ask in the WhatsApp group, we will clear it. Okay, this is based on the Kepler laws. Next I am moving to Newton's law of gravitation, level 1 questions. Right, in this 22 questions, see here. Here Fg and Fe are the gravitational and electrostatic forces between 2 electrons at a distance of 0.1 meter. Then what is asking here? Fg by Fe asking in this question. Means Fg is the gravitational force. So Fg is equal to formula G into m1 m2 by r square. This is the formula for Fg. F is the electrostatic force. This is coming in the formula in the second year electrostatics chapter. Just here remember the what is here formula here, because it is coming in the second year here, that is Coulomb's law is there in the second year. From this Coulomb's law this formula is coming here. Here from the Newton's law of gravitation this formula is coming here. Fg is equal to F is equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. That is the gravitational force. Similarly electrostatic force, that is also coming in second year. That is I am writing formula here. Fe is equal to here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught here q1 q2 by r square. This is formula. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught also here constant. Here G also constant. This is also having some value. I will give this value. And q1 q2 are the charges of the two bodies. R is the distance between the two charges. Here similarly here this is a m1 m2 masses separated by a distance r. The force between them is equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. This is Newton's law of gravitation. Similarly two charges, one is q1 q2, they are separated by a distance r. The force of attraction or repulsion, here 2 is there because charges can be repel or attract. So here only force of attraction is there. Here force of repulsion or attraction, that formula is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. The clear information about this one we can study in the second year electrostatics chapter. Now just you can remember the formula. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. Here q1 comma q2 are called as the charges. Okay, right. Now this is Fg, this is Fe. Now what is given? Between two electrons is given. Two electrons means electron masses, electron charges we can consider. Two electrons means the mass of electron. Remember this value. Mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31 kg. This is the mass of the electron. Next, charge of electron also required. Here it is denoted with E. This value is 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19 coulombs. This is the mass of electron, this is the charge of electron. But here Fg I want to find here. Fg is equal to G value 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11. Masses, two are the electrons. Here one is mass of the electron, another one is mass of the electron, because two electrons are considered. Two electrons are considered means same mass. That mass is, two electrons mass is 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31. Another mass is 9.1 into 10 power of 31. Here two are the electron means their masses are the same. Their masses is 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31 kg. And their charges also same. That is Q1 equal to Q2 equal to 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19 coulombs, because electrons consider. Electron charges are the same. Two electron means that is the charge is the same. Here mass also same. M1 equal to M2 is equal to 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31, because here electrostatic force between two electrons means their masses are the same. That value is equal to mass of the electron. Charges are the same. That value is equal to charge of the electron. So what is I am taken here? 9.1 into 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31 in this formula. G value I am substituting, that is 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11. 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31. 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31. The distance is given 0.1 meter, means R equal to given here, that is I am writing here R equal to 0.1 meter given in the problem. This is given, right, that is here 0.1 whole square. This is Fg. Next similarly Fe also I am writing. Fe formula, what we know that here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Its value, remember, it is coming in second year, that 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value is 9 into 10 power of 9. I am writing here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value is equal to 9 into 10 power of 9. Here 9 into what is here 10 power of 9, that value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value. Next and Q1 comma Q2, that is Q1 value is 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19. Q2 value also, here charges are the same, means 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19. Both are having the same charge because both consider as a electrons. Here both consider as a electrons, means their mass is also same, that is 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31. This is the mass of the electron, this is charge of the electron. In this formula charges are taking, in this formula masses are taking by r square. Distance is the same, that is 0.1 whole square. Okay, clear up to this one. Now I want to find the Fg by Fe. Fg value is Fg by Fe asking in this question. Just order is asking, means don't make the total calculation, just powers you can see. Near about value you can consider. You are making the total calculation, means it will take the more time in the competitive examination. Just order means powers are asking. Near about which is power is there, that is correct. Now Fg by Fe means 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11 Fg into 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31 into 9.1 into 10 power of minus 31 by r value. Here that is next to 0.1 whole square, that is r square value, by next here this is a by here by Fe value. Fe value is 9 into 10 power of 9, 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19, 1.6 into 10 power of minus 19 by 0.1 whole square. Here 0.1 whole square, 0.1 whole square cancel. Right, now I am making here again. Here Fg by Fe. Here that value is equal to 6.67 into 9.1 into 9.1 as usual writing into powers C here. Minus 31 minus 31 minus 62. Powers can be added. Here minus 31 minus 31 minus 62. Next minus 11. Here minus 73 we are getting. Next to 9 into 1.6 into 1.6. 9 into 1.6 into 1.6. Here minus 19 plus 9 equal to minus 10. Again minus 19 means minus 29. Powers we are seeing here. Here minus 19 plus 9 is equal to minus 10, minus 10 minus 19 is equal to minus 29. Okay. Now Fg by Fe means order means power is asking. Near about value what is there, we can see that one. Now 6.67, 9.1 into 9.1, 9 into 1.6 into 1.6 into 10 power of minus 73, it is taking into numerator 10 power of 29. Okay. Now Fg by Fe is equal to 6.67 into 9.1 into 9.1, 9 into 1.6 into 1.6 into 10 power of 73 minus 29 is equal to here minus 44 we are getting. Sir, we are getting 10 power of minus 44. In the option there is no value. Order is we are getting 10 power of minus 44, but option there is no value is there. But near about value you can see here. Near about value 10 power of minus 43. But exact value 10 power of minus 43 also we are getting when calculating this one value. But in the competitive examination no need to calculate. because directly which is near is there. This is 10 power of plus 43, it is not in here. 10 power of 35, it is not in here. 10 power of minus 35 also not in here. Which is near? 10 power of minus 43 is near. Suppose 44, 41 like this given, you can calculate total. Here when calculating this one value, some value we are getting into 10 power of 1 value we are getting into 10 power of minus 44. This value when calculating, some value we are getting into 10 power of value, some value, any one value we are getting 2.3 like this something we are getting into 10 power of 1 into 10 power of minus 44. Now when calculating this one, here near power is what we are getting here, 10 power of minus 43. Minus 44, 1 is equal to 10 power of minus 43. Means that much of calculation is not required. Just you are making up to this one, you can understand that one, which option is correct here. Minus 44 is getting here when calculating this one. Near about value is what is here, this is not a near about plus 43, it is not a near about 35, 10 power of 35, it is a plus value, not a near about, minus 35 also not a near about, means near about value is 10 power of minus 43, means which option is correct here, second option is correct. No need to calculate this one, when calculating this one it takes some more time. So suppose minus 43, minus 44, minus 45 like this is given, then only calculate. Otherwise no need to calculate, means near about value is equal to 10 power of minus 43. Suppose you want to calculate some value into 10 power of 1 we are getting, into 10 power of minus 44 we are getting, means some value into what we are getting here, 10 power of minus 43. So second option is correct. So here just I am saying that no need to calculate total calculation, near about value is which is there, that is correct. Okay, so which option is correct here, second option is correct. Right, in the competitive examination you can follow some tricks. When making the total calculation it takes some more time, the time is over. That's the reason some you have to tricks here, like this tricks. When tricks having, you can solve the many questions in short time. Okay, right. Next, 6 particles each of mass m are placed at the corners of a regular hexagon of edge length A. If a point mass m0 is placed at the center of the hexagon edge is given, each mass is m is given. If a point mass m0 is placed at the center of the hexagon, then the net gravitational force on the point mass is. These type of models are very, very important. See here, I am drawing the regular hexagon. Regular hexagon means all sides are equal. Hexagon means how many sides? 6 sides. This is I am considered as a regular hexagon. Sides also not coming equal. Once again I am drawing. Okay, near about you can consider all sides are equal. Okay, all sides are equal. Hexagon of edge length A. Regular hexagon means all sides are equal, that is A. Here I am placing the first mass, that is mass m. This is the first corner. Here all masses are the same. This is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth. All masses are placing here. Okay. Right. Now m0 is placed at the center. M0 is placed at the center. Means we are joining the diagonals. This diagonal is joining. this diagonal also joining, this diagonal also joining. This is the center. When take the correct shape, you can get the correct middle point, right? This is M naught. M naught is placed at the center of the hexagon. Now then the net gravitational force on the point mass is, see here, this is a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon means here angle is 60. Every angle is 60. 360 by 6 is equal to 60. 6 sides are there. Here angle is 60 means this is equilateral triangle. Here angle is 60. Here angle is 60. When angles are the same, suppose this is 60, this is 60, this is 60. Nothing but angles are the same means it is equilateral triangle. Suppose one side is know that A, another two sides are also becomes to be A, because it is a equilateral triangle. When all angles are same, it is called as a equilateral triangle. When all angles are the same means all sides also same. That is called as a equilateral triangle. So this is the A means this is also A, this is also A. Similarly, all are the equilateral triangles. These all are equilateral triangles. So all sides we are getting as what is here A. Okay, clear this one. Now, y means it is a equilateral triangle because the angle is 60. Every angle is 60. It is regular hexagon, so every angle is 60. Here all sides are equal, so this side is A means this side also A, this side also A. Means similarly in the all triangles all sides are equal. Now listen here. First of all, this force acting on a m naught mass, then the net gravitational force on the point mass, that is m naught mass. Here force acting on a m naught mass due to m mass, that is I am considered as a F1, that is placed at the first corner F1. Force acting on a m naught mass due to this mass, that is placed at the second corner, that is taken as F2. Why taking direction like this? Because this mass is attracting the this mass, means this mass is pulling the which mass here, m naught mass, attracting. So direction we are giving like this. Similarly this is F3, similarly this is F4, similarly this is what is here F5, similarly this is what is here F6. Clear up to this one, right? This is a F1 because it is placed at the first corner. F2 means placed at the second corner. Similarly F3, and what is here F4, F5, F6 means all are, this all masses are attracting the what is here m naught mass. So directions are giving here away from this m naught mass or towards the this m mass. Okay, right? First of all, see here, the distance between these two masses is A. 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 Means the distance between the any two masses is the same. The mass also same, m. So that's the reason we are getting here F1 is equal to F2 is equal to F3 is equal to F4 is equal to F5 is equal to F6. All forces are equal. That value is equal to G into formula m1 m2 by r square. R is the distance between the two masses. Now G into one mass is m, another mass is m naught. One mass is m, another mass is m naught. The distance between them is a square. Right, this is we are getting what is here F1 is equal to F2 is equal to, see, any two masses you can consider the force here, what is here G into m naught by a square we are getting. Means all forces are equal. F1 equal to F2 equal to F3 equal to F4, F5, F6. Why I am writing the equal means that value what we are getting here, same value we are getting, G into m naught, m into m naught by a square, because the distance between the any two masses is the same, mass also same, one is the m, another one is the m naught, so all forces are equal. So all forces are equal means, now find the resultant force acting on this one, that is I am writing, considering the directions also. Resultant force means F1 here minus of F4 I am writing. See here, these two forces are opposite. the resultant force on this point. These two are opposite, means F1 minus F4 or F4 minus F1, because magnitude is same, opposite direction. So we can make the subtraction. F1 minus F4 plus here in between these two. Here or in between these two we can consider. F1 minus F4 is completed in between these two. Here F2 minus F5 plus next here what is here in between these two. Here F3 minus of F6. But all are equal. All forces are equal. All forces are equal means this all are cancel. Means final net force is equal to what we are getting here? 0. Means net force acting on the m0 mass is what is here? 0. So which option is correct here? Third option is correct. Okay? Right. Next we will go to the next question. Question number 34. See here. A planet of mass given, that is mass m is equal to 3 into 10 power of 26 kg. Mass is given. Now next constant speed means v given and radius also given. The gravitational force is asking. Okay, speed v equal to given, that is 2 into 10 power of 6, 2 into 10 power of 6 meter per second. Mass is given 3 into 10 power of 26, speed is given 2 into 10 power of 6 meter per second. Radius also given in the problem, that is 1.5 into 10 power of 12, 1.5 into 10 power of 12 meters. Radius also given in the problem. Now gravitational force is asking. Generally gravitational force F equal to G into m1 m2 by r square. But we know that gravitational force in between the planet and the sun. Here what is here? Planet and the star or any, the gravitational force in between the planet or star or planet and the sun is gives a necessary centripetal force. So that is what is here. One is the planet mass, I am considered as a m, small m. Star mass I am considered as a capital M, because planet is revolving around the sun. Star mass, here planet mass I am considered as a small m, star mass capital M. Here capital M is greater than small m, because here planet is revolving around the sun. So Gmm by r square is equal to, it gives a necessary centripetal force, that is mv square by r. Here m is, small m is called as a mass of the planet. So m getting cancelled, or generally here what is required? Generally mv square by r required. Here what is here? Gmm by Gm capital M by r square is equal to necessary centripetal force mv square by r. Only we can take this one. Now force F is equal to mv square by r. Why I am using this formula? Because mass given, velocity given, radius is given. When the small m and capital M is given, we can use this formula. But here only mass of the planet is given. Here mass of the star is not given. That's the reason I am using formula mv square by r. The gravitational force gives a necessary centripetal force from this mv square by r. So m equal to, mass of the planet is equal to 3 into 10 power of 26. That is the mass of the planet, 3 into 10 power of 26. Here speed is equal to given 2 into 10 power of 6 whole square by radius. Radius is equal to 1.5 into 10 to the power of 12 meters. See here. Here this is, I am calculating now, that force is equal to 3 into 10 power of 26, as usual writing. This is 2 2s are 4. Here 10 power of 6 whole square is equal to 10 power of 12. 2 6 are 12. Here next 1.5 into, here what is here? 10 power of 12. 10 power of 12, 10 power of 12 getting cancelled. Here 1.5 1s are, 1.5 2s are getting cancelled. Now 1.5 2s are 3, means force is equal to 8. 2 4s are 8 into 10 power of 26 Newton. So which option is correct here? Third option is correct. Okay, right. Means this problem is based on the what is here gravitational force in between planet and sun is gives the necessary centripetal force. Formula is mv square by r we are using. Next question. A gravitational force between two bodies. Gravitational force between two bodies are given when the distance between their centers is 10 meter. Distance given. The mass of the first body is given. Mass of the second body is asking. Means gravitational force F given 6.67 into 10 power of minus 7 Newton. Clear it is. The distance between them r is equal to 10 meter is given. Now if the mass of the first body is given 800 kg, mass of the second body is asking in the problem. M2 is how much? Right. We know that F equal to formula G into M1 M2 by R square. This is a gravitational force formula. Substitute values here. 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11. G value is equal to minus 7. F value is given 6.67 into 10 power of minus 7 is given. G value is 6.67 into 10 power of minus 11. This is a standard value. We know that mass of the first body is given 800. Mass of the second body we don't know. We have to find the value by r. Distance is equal to 10 meter given 10 square. Clear this one. So see here 6.67 getting cancelled. Remaining I am writing here 10 power of minus 7 is equal to here 10 power of minus 11 into 800 into m2 by this is 10 square is 100. 100 ones are 100 eights are. Now what is we are getting here? This is 10 power of minus 7 is equal to 10 power of minus 11 into 8 into m2. m2 is required. m2 is equal to 10 power of minus 7 by 10 power of minus 11 into 8. This is coming here. You are multiplying, you are taking dividing. So m2 is equal to 10 power of minus 7 into taking into numerator minus is there plus by 8. Now m2 is equal to 10 power of 4. 11 minus 7 is equal to 10 power of 4 by 8. So 10 power of 4 means 10,000. 10 power of 3 means 1000. 10 power of 4 means 10,000. 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 by 8. Okay. Now this is here 4 2s are here 4 2s are 8. 4 5s are 20, 2500. Now 2 1s are 2, 1250s are. Means which option is correct here? Second option is correct. Means M2 is equal to how much we are getting? 1250 kg. 1250 kg means which option is correct here? Second option is correct. Second option is 1250 kg. That is a second option we are getting here. That option is here 1250 kg. 1250 kg means that is second option is right here. M2 is equal to 1250 kg. Right, just here 10,000 by 8. Here this is when calculating this one. 4 2s are 8. Here 4 2s are 8. Here 4 2s are 8. 4 5s are 20. 0 0 as usual. Now 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 5s are 10. 1250 means 1250 kg. Means one mass is 800. Another mass is what is here? 1250 kg. Means another mass is asking here. Second mass is asking. That is how much value here? 1250 kg. This is question number 38. Next we go to the next question. Question number 41. This model is very important here. important model. Right, m is equal to 1 unit is divided into two parts, x and 1 minus x. Mass first is 1 unit. It is divided into two parts, one is x, another one is 1 minus x. Add this one, again we are getting 1 unit, x plus 1 minus x, x cancel equal to 1, means it is dividing into two parts, one is a x, another one is a 1 minus x. For given separation, any separation R, the value of x for which gravitational force between them becomes maximum. Means what is the x value asking? The value of x. Right, gravitational force between them becomes to be maximum. Right, this is the one mass, consider as a m1. This is another mass, consider as a 1 minus x. One is m1 given x, m2 given 1 minus x. Right, the separation you can take any one, r. So gravitational force between them is g into m1 m2 by r square. Separation I am considered as a r. So F equal to g into one mass is x, another mass is 1 minus x by r square. But in the suppose that is a one, in the place of the 1 unit m is given, what happened? M is given, sometime it is like given here, m is given means one mass is mx, another mass is m into 1 minus x, but m is equal to 1 unit is given. So one is a x, another one is 1 minus x. When m is given means one is a mx, another one is a m into 1 minus x. Here what is here? M into 1 minus x. When I add this one, mx plus m minus of mx, mx cancel, again getting m. We can take like this. When m given, but m is equal to how much given here? 1 unit is given. So that's the reason one is taken as a x, another one is taken as a 1 minus x. That is also given in the problem. Now one mass is x, another mass is 1 minus x by r square. But force is maximum. Condition, another condition is given. Gravitational force between them becomes to be maximum. F is maximum when? When F is maximum, its first differentiation is 0. dF by dx is 0 because x is a variable. So dF by dx is equal to 0, then F is maximum. Means I want to find the dF by dx that is equal to 0. dF by dx is equal to d by dx of f value already know that, g into x into 1 minus x by r square equal to 0. That is f value I am substituting, this f value. This is a force between two masses, one is a x, another one is a 1 minus x. One mass is x, another mass is 1 minus x. The distance is r square. That value I am substituting. When force is maximum, dF by dx is equal to 0. dF by dx is equal to d by dx of f value I am writing here. So this value equal to 0, already know that. Here d by dx of this value equal to 0, what is given? G into x into 1 minus x by r square equal to 0. Here what are the constant? Take outside. G is constant, universal r is the distance is constant. Take outside, g by r square taking outside, remaining is d by dx of x into 1 minus x equal to 0. This is taking here, that value becomes to be 0. Remaining is d by dx of x into 1 minus x equal to 0. Okay, clear. Now I am making here, that is what is here? D by dx of, here multiply this one, x into 1 x, x into x, x square equal to 0. Here x differentiation is 1, d by dx of x, d by dx of x equal to 1, we know that formula. D by dt of t equal to 1, d by dx of x square you studied already is equal to 2x. What is the general formula? D by dx of x to the power of n is equal to n into x to the power of n minus 1. This is a formula. First you can apply the formula for this one. D by dx of x square I am showing here. D by dx of x square, in the place of the n 2 is there, here also in the place of the n 2 x, in the place of the n 2 minus 1 2 x power of what is that, 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, what we are getting here, 2x. So d by dx of x is equal to 1, d by dx of x square is equal to 2x. This is the general formula, but here capital X is there, so d by dx of capital X is equal to 1, d by dx of capital X square is equal to 2x equal to 0. So from this x differentiation is 1, x square differentiation is 2x equal to 0. So 1 equal to what is here, 2x, x is required, what is the x value, x equal to what we are getting here, 1 by 2. So which option is correct here? First option is correct. Right, just force is maximum means its first differentiation is 0, that f value I am substituting here. From this g by r square is constant taking outside, this is taking here means this value becomes to be 0, remaining d by dx of x into 1 minus x. Multiply with x means x into x square is equal to 0. When differentiating, x differentiation is 1, x square differentiation is 2x is equal to 0. Here 1 equal to 2x, x equal to what is here, 1 by 2. So which option is correct here? First option is correct.